Greetings Earthlings, and welcome back to our Astroid Article Layout Builder Deep Dive series. After exploring layout options and their integration with Joomla categories, today we're diving deeper into Astroid widgets, the building blocks that give your site its functionality and personality. In this hands-on tutorial, we'll explore how widgets seamlessly propagate changes across multiple articles, where this system occasionally breaks down and how to fix it, the delicate balance between global efficiency and article-specific customization. We'll be switching frequently between Astroid and Joomla interfaces, so if you need a refresher on the basics, check out the earlier tutorials in this playlist. Buckle up, you're about to discover how these powerful elements can give you both consistency and flexibility while dramatically reducing repetitive work across your Joomla site. Before we begin, I'm working with a freshly updated version of Astroid. This reset has cleared my previous demonstration modifications, but provides us with more comprehensive demo content, giving us a wider range of examples to examine. Let's navigate to the tour category layout in the front end, where we now have a total of 6 articles in our tour category. Switching our attention to the Joomla backend, we're going to navigate to System, Site Template Styles, and select our default template. We're going to click on Template Options, and then we're going to scroll down to the Article Blog section, and we're going to access the Article Layout Builder and specifically open the tour layout. Returning to the front end and viewing the first article, we observe how the elements in the Article Layout Builder align with what we see on the live page in the front end. Now, of course, for those following along from previous tutorials, the structure remains familiar despite formatting changes from the update. Now, examining the second article confirms the consistent pattern we'd expect. The third, fourth, fifth, and sixth articles obviously all follow the same pattern. Let's clarify the architecture of our tour section layout. We have a single section divided into multiple rows, with some rows further subdivided into columns. The middle section features 2 columns, and we'll primarily focus on the right-hand column throughout this tutorial. The hierarchy principle is central to this whole endeavor. Modifications made at the article layout level should propagate globally to all articles in the category with which they are associated. Now, to verify this, we'll conduct a simple test using the Form Builder widget. First, we'll establish our baseline by checking the Form Builder in all 6 articles in the front end. As expected, it consistently appears in the right sidebar across the entire tour category. Behavior typical of a template level element. Now, for our first test, we'll access the backend article layout and hover over the Form Builder until the eye icon appears. We click on the Form Builder to disable it and then click Save. Having disabled our widget at the article builder level, it's time to check out multiple front-end articles in the tour category again. We confirm the form has disappeared from all articles simultaneously, validating the global nature of layout level changes. We'll leave the form disabled to maintain our focus on the grid and list widgets, which are central to our further investigation. While we could add new elements by clicking the Add Element button, but let's remain focused on our current objectives. Most elements here are Astroid widgets, supplemented by our core Joomla components. The current Astroid version includes approximately 19 widgets, a number that typically grows with each update. Having established some ground rules, let's investigate further. This time around, we're looking at the list widget located at the second position from the top of our right side bar. This widget will further allow us to organize basic items in a sequential order. When we hover over the list widget, an edit button appears. Clicking this button reveals 3 items in our list: a mobile number and 2 social media platforms. To make our first changes and observe their effects on the front end, we'll replace the second social platform with Mastodon. We locate the cog symbol on the right side of the third item, click it, and change the title to Mastodon, and select the appropriate font awesome icon. It's mission critical to click Apply first, and then Save Changes, and finally Save again to commit these changes to our template layout. Now let's examine all instances to fully grasp how this layered structure is designed to operate. Back in the front end, we'll navigate through all 6 articles in our tour category to verify that our global level changes have properly propagated. Now, during this process, we'll also identify some inconsistencies worth noting. Something to store in the back of our brain is that whilst performing tests like this, cache issues can sometimes affect what we're seeing. However, after multiple tests at my end, what I'm seeing is that for whatever reason, our changes are propagating through to all 6 articles except the 5th one. Now, this might be just some kind of freak one-off incident, but whatever. Now, on a side note, after decades of avoiding a sensible development environment, it is hard to put into words how useful one can be. Being able to test things repeatedly to breaking point really is proving to be invaluable. I recently covered this in detail on this channel in the first episode of an upcoming playlist called Astroid Essentials. But I digress. Back on track. You could argue that what follows is just me nitpicking. We have multiple contact people for our tour articles. Mary Clarkson, Richard Gadd, and Vancouver Rob, all assigned to different tours and managed by the same grid widget. Now, these contacts share identical details. For example, Richard Gadd in the 3rd article and Vancouver Rob in the 6th article both display the same mobile number as Mary Clarkson, which would be impractical in a real-world scenario. Now, whilst I recognize that this is likely just a placeholder content situation, similar to a lorem ipsum text, it's worth exploring a practical, effective way to customize this information. The trainer in me sees these glitches in the matrix as opportunities to demonstrate how to address unexpected behaviors. Learning to troubleshoot edge cases is often more valuable than understanding a system only when it works perfectly. We'll explore a straightforward way to address these minor inconsistencies shortly. In this chapter, we'll explore how to make changes at the individual article level and understand their relationship to a global template settings. Leaving the Astroid backend, we navigate to the Joomla backend, to the content section and the articles section. Now, to focus our efforts, we click Filter Options and select the Tour category. In our updated boilerplate template, we have a total of 6 articles now. And let's sort by ID number to more or less maintain the consistency between the back and front end views. Opening the first article. Parallel in both the front and back end views, we navigate to the Widget tab. Here we find the following widgets: the Tour Plan heading, the Tour Plan accordion, Form Builder, Grid, and List widgets. The same elements we observed in the Article Tour Layout template. Now, to demonstrate the hierarchy principle, let's temporarily disable the Grid widget displaying the Tour contact person for this specific article, the Greek article, the first article. After saving and refreshing, we can see the contact information disappears from this article in the front end. Now we need to just have a quick look at what is happening to the other articles. So for example, the second, third, and so on. As expected, the contact person remains visible in these articles, confirming that our changes affect only the first article. This should hardly come as a surprise, as we are editing on an article-by-article basis. Now let's re-enable the widget for the Greek article and move to addressing our contact information issues. In the third article, when editing the Grid widget, we notice it displays Richard Gadd rather than Mary Clarkson, despite Mary being set up at the article layout level. Now, this contradicts the expected hierarchy, suggesting article-specific edits were made after the template set up. Now, first, to fix our shared phone number problem, let's edit the List widget in the third article to give Richard Gadd a unique phone number. After saving and refreshing, we confirm these changes affect only this article without propagating to other articles such as the fourth or fifth article. Next, let's apply similar customization to the sixth article, giving Vancouver Rob a unique phone number as well. Again, we verify that this change only affects the sixth article, demonstrating the article-specific nature of these edits. Save and refresh, and double-check. With these article-specific changes in place, we've addressed the contact information issues that were plaguing me with respect to multiple tour guides. Now, let's move on to fixing our template propagation issue. In this chapter, we'll address inconsistencies where global changes didn't properly propagate to all articles as expected. So we have our fifth article, the Basecamp article. This was our exception, where the global social media changes didn't filter through. We're going to fix this by navigating to its article backend. And we're going to click the Edit button in the Widgets tab on the List widget. And we're going to update this item, currently labeled with an X. So this is the second social media section in the list. After clicking the cog icon, we'll update both the title and select the appropriate Font Awesome icon. Remembering our workflow, we click Apply first, then save changes for the widget, and then save our article. And finally, refresh the front end. We can verify that our correction to the fifth article appears only there without affecting the fourth or sixth or any other article for that matter. And this is precisely the behavior we expect from article level edits. This approach allows us to address propagation issues directly at the article level in the unlikely event that global changes don't work as expected. Now, whilst not ideal for large-scale implementations, this approach provides a practical solution for our current needs. we've successfully navigated the sometimes tricky waters of Astroid's widget system, addressing both my contact information problems and template propagation issues. What have we learned? There's a crucial balance between global template changes and article-specific modifications that gives you both efficiency and flexibility. The Astroid article layout system offers remarkable robustness whilst maintaining the flexibility to accommodate your specific customization needs. Our article-by-article editing workflow works perfectly for this small collection of tours, but would need rethinking for larger sites with hundreds of articles where such manual adjustments would become impractical. So rather than offering a collection of fixed rules here, please consider these as navigational insights revealing both the strengths and limitations of Astroid's layered structure. Whilst flashier widgets might tempt us next, I believe exploring alternative approaches to content relationships, particularly for scenarios like managing multiple tour guides, would provide more practical value for your growing sites.